guys, welcome back. If you watched the other videos in this series, I hope that the anticipation didn't hurt too much. We have made it to Puerto Rico and we are ready to share our adventures and our trip with you guys. Of course, you have to stop at the local souvenir shop. So there was one right inside the airport. This graffiti was absolutely everything. I was so intrigued by these soaps. These are actual soaps that smell like what they look like. I mean, if you guys could just smell through the screen, they gave Puerto Rico vibes for sure. So once we left the airport, we took a shuttle to our car rental place and then off to our hotel. We stayed at the Royal Sinestra Resort and Spa in Carolina, which is about a 5-minute drive from San Juan. Now, because I was a part of a group of 30 and helped plan the whole trip, I had been working with this hotel for a year. So it was so nice to be greeted with this warm welcome on our table and a free room upgrade for this view. These views and vibes came included without any additional charges in the cost of our hotel. So we made our way to the beach on the property and were able to catch the amazing sunset before we headed to grab food. Now, we did valet our car and they charged us to take it out every time, so we decided to find a place walking distance from our hotel. Now, our hotel was in the heart of downtown Carolina, so restaurants were not hard to come by, nor were bars and pubs if you're into that kind of thing. Malcolm found us this spot about a 7-minute walk away and it was a great first choice. Once we had that first pina colada, virgin of course, we were hooked. Then we were able to catch our hotel beautifully lit in the night sky before calling it a night. Day 2 for us was travel day for the group, so while we waited for the rest of the group to arrive, we made the most of our day. Malcolm found a local spot on Instagram, so we drove across town into Condado to get the pina colada in true local fashion. If you know anything about Puerto Rico, you know that the pina colada originated right here. So we decided to try one at every restaurant we ate at to compare and contrast. Then we headed to the newly developed T-Mobile district. It was such a vibe. Family friendly, music with live band rotations. They had ziplining, restaurants, live entertainment, a true family friendly environment, and definitely something for all ages. We were still full from earlier, so we decided to eat here and share a couple of appetizers. Street corn and chicken nachos for the win, along with 2 strawberry pina coladas this time. Then a few pictures before we headed back to meet our group.
Yesterday, I had to take my NCLEX, which is my nursing exam, my boards to pass to become a true registered nurse. And I got my results just now that I passed.
My friend had us go around the room and introduce ourselves. Because I had been coordinating things for a year, it was nice to put a face to some and reunite with some others that I hadn't seen since my early Air Force days. We made day 3 all about our friend from sun up to sun down. This was her day to be celebrated. We started off with 2 photo shoots in her honor on the beach, one in all black and the other with t-shirts that she had made for everyone. Then we went to breakfast before we headed out to the jet skis. Y'all, this is where it got real for Malcolm and I. Let's just say the ocean is undefeated. Comment below who you think lost their Ray-Bans to the Caribbean. Then it was time for me to get back upstairs and get cleaned up for our all-white private dinner. The hotel was so accommodating, they gave me 2 extra hours free of charge to move into the banquet room and begin setup. Remember in episode 3, those trips to Hobby Lobby and the mall? This is what it was for. I must say, through all the frustrations with communication and changes, everything came together beautifully. Even though this was a destination party, I tried to go with a nursing theme to accompany her accomplishments, so I did a small dessert table with candy that everyone could take home, and I named them after nursing lingo. Then it was time. The next morning, we got up early to grab breakfast from another spot off Instagram. This is by far our number one recommendation. Bistro Cafe is about a 7-minute drive from Catalina, and everything was so bomb. From the food, the coffee, and of course, the piña coladas. But you have to get there early because by the time that we left, there was a line out the door. When we asked the locals which beaches they recommended, every single person seemed to recommend the same one. So after breakfast, we decided to make the 2-hour drive to the west side of the island to Aguadilla and spend the day on the highly requested Crash Boat Beach. We quickly saw why this is everyone's favorite place. From the pier that's just deep enough and just high enough for seamless jumps into the ocean, to the assortment of food trucks, to the crystal clear waters, Crash Boat did not disappoint. We spent the whole day here and even met a couple that made us feel right at home. Day 5, we finally made it into San Juan. Y'all, these streets were made for horse and carriage, not two-way vehicle traffic. I definitely recommend catching an Uber into San Juan. But once we got parked, we started walking around and found this Carmelo Anthony court. I guess he puts them in the inner cities to bring positivity and hope to communities. Then another Instagram find. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this one, but we got the best seats in the house and enjoyed good conversation over good food and even better rooftop views. Day 6, because our plane got delayed, we had extra time. We found this spot on Instagram that was known for waffles and gelato, and it was so good. Then it was time for a few pictures back on the property, and then it was time to head home.